Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm gonna try to build the most overpowered rock climber I've ever built in order to climb this mountain. Now, I've done a couple of rock climbing challenges before. This one is going to be a little bit different because instead of building your typical looking rock crawler that kind of looks like a Jeep, kind of like this starting vehicle right here, I'm gonna just go overboard with the materials that we have at our disposal, because you may notice we have a ton of they give us 20 of each wheel type, a whole bunch of suspension pieces, like pretty much as much materials as we could want to work with. So I figured, why settle for a four-wheeled vehicle for rock climbing when you can use as many wheels as you want? So this is the third installment of the rock climbing challenges by Prestificate, and once again there is an easy trail and a hard trail. So that trail over there is the hard trail. Apparently we get an easy trail over here, and this is actually really interesting. The mud actually has some frictionless low friction blocks in it, so I wonder how that's actually going to affect our friction. But I thought it would be a good idea, since I'm going to be building an absolutely ridiculous rock crawler, I would attempt to do at least the easy course with the normal pre-built rock crawler, just so we have something to compare to. So the easy course, though, I don't really think it's easy. I just think it's easier than the hard course. So it's probably still going to be challenging. It is also longer than the hard course. The hard course is shorter, but more difficult, which I think is the standard for all three of these challenges. One of the things it said in the description was to try not to go over 10 blocks wide, and I think I am now seeing why. Because there are some choke points, especially like these trees here, which are going to make it very, very difficult. So what I'm thinking about doing to make this my rock crawler just overpowered and unique is giving it a lot of wheels. Not only a lot of wheels, but potentially some stabilizing arms that are able to fold out, maybe. And some really good suspension capabilities that might, like some like rocker bogie type systems maybe that you see on like Mars rovers and stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking that might be kind of fun. And this is going so smoothly with this vehicle. Oh, I just realized steering radius is going to be really important. And the more wheels I put on it, the harder it's going to be to have a really tight steering radius. So, indeed, that's gonna that's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So, I might try to build an overpowered vehicle and end up completely failing and building a vehicle worse than this, because this thing is doing so well. Like, I'm having absolutely no problem driving through this course with this. Like, this was built. It's almost like this was built. It's almost like this was built precisely for these courses. And there we go. So that is what the experience is like with a normal vehicle. Now let's build ourselves an abnormal vehicle. All right, this is going to be really interesting to try to build within the 10 block limitation. But I'm putting some suspension right. This is going to look so weird. And it might just be a complete failure, but bear with me. I think it's going to be a fun thing to experiment with. This is not going to work because the suspension will actually not be compressing from there. So never mind about that. Have the suspension come down from here. There we go. Okay, that works. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to put steering on each of these wheels, because I want this to be the rocker system right here, from which I am going to add 2 wheels. This is taking up a lot of space, because if I use a large wheel here, that's already going past the front. You know, I'm just going to build it where I need it, and then I'm going to see, when I move this back, I'm going to see how much room I have in the back. Because maybe I only need to do this in the front, and the back is just going to be like pushing me along. I don't know. But I still have to add steering to this. Wait, steering isn't going to work if I have each wheel. You know, I've got an even stranger idea that I've already had. The front wheels are just not going to have steering. And wow, are these wheels big? Okay, there's that. And then I can fit this one right here. Yeah, those are some big wheels, aren't they? That takes up like so much of this build area already. What? So now the back is right here already. Oh, man. This is gonna be so ridiculous. All right, so I think I built the front system. So when I drop this off the lift, oh boy, that goes down so low. I didn't think it was going to go down that low. All right, there we go. So now you'll see if I drop this on more on the wheels, you can see that the wheel has a limited range of movement because I put these pipes here. That way it's not just going to flip all the way around. And hopefully this is gonna like work as intended. I really have no idea what to expect with this, to be honest. This could just be completely stupid, but I think it'll be interesting either way. As long as it's interesting, doesn't matter if it works. All right, so now you're probably wondering how I'm gonna do steering if none of these wheels have steering on them. Well, I'm gonna do like some serious forklift style steering in the back where we can pretty much turn on a dime by turning the back wheels like really sharp. I've realized an issue with my build already. I built this odd width and I need the back wheels to steer from a center point. And that's not gonna work with this. Maybe I don't need that. No, I figured it out. We use tank steering. If I use tank steering, I do not need any bearings on this thing. We're going to build a rock crawling tank, which means I need to make a lot more room for engines. Oh no, I can't do tank steering. It's just not as simple because in order to do tank steering, this needs to be set up with double bearings on each wheels. I don't have the space for that because I'm already as wide as I can be. You know what Scrap Mechanic really needs? Scrap Mechanic really needs to add the logic to put in a positive and negative output because the reason why you need double bearings with tank steering is because you need a separate engine for forward bearings and a separate engine for backwards bearings. Because using logic, you can't actually route that to a single engine. But if you hook it up to the seats, that automatically works with W being positive and S being negative. Unfortunately, you can't do that with buttons. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for it because looking at the description of the challenge, they say you might be able to get away with 12 blocks wide. So I'm 10 blocks right now. Adding one extra bearing to each side for the wheels is gonna make me 12 blocks, and I might be able to get away with it. Hopefully the functionality of the rest of this vehicle can compensate for the extra width. All right, how is this sitting so far? All right, definitely need some more in the back, more suspension stiffness. Okay, so now I have logic and I need to hook up my tank steering. So the front electric engine I'm gonna have be forward left, and then this is going to be forward right. Then this is backward, oh whoa. Then this engine's going to be backward right. And this engine is going to be backward left. Okay, so if I want to go forwards, I want both of the forwards engines active. If I want to go backwards, I want both of the backwards engine active. If I want to go left, I want right forwards, left backwards. And if I want to go right, I want left forwards and right backwards. Set all of these to OR gates, and I think my programming for tank steering has been set up. Let's turn up the engines a little bit, and let's see if this works. So forwards, backwards, left. Oh no. And right. That might not be a bad thing. It might not be a bad thing. Yes, the only thing with the rocker system is it does this when I try to turn, which doesn't feel that stable. But you know what? Maybe it'll still work pretty well. There's another couple of things I want to add to this just for some extra stability. I've got small wheels for a reason. So what I want to do is add some extra small wheels underneath my seats just for the, in the case that we bottom out. These should help us roll through that. Now, these aren't going to be powered, but it should make it easier for us to prevent bottoming out in a situation where we'll actually get stuck. Unfortunately, I don't have any room to place any of those wheels up in the front, so they're just going to be back here. All right, so now I also have some pistons. So I'm going to have a piston that extends out from... I don't know, maybe like even the middle of the wheel could work. Oh, that could actually be pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have a piston that extends out from here. It's only gonna be like this little rod here. And the interesting thing is because it's on this wheel, it's going to be able to spin. So we're gonna be able to roll on this rod. And you know what, even better than that, I'm gonna use this. So that's gonna be an extra roller that I'll be able to extend, I don't know, let's say like 6 blocks off to the side. And this will hopefully, if I get in any sticky situations where I'm starting to tip over, these can help correct myself, I hope. All right, so now number 5, we'll extend that out. And number 6, we'll extend that out. All right, this is my over-engineered rock crawler. So what do you think? Do you think it's actually gonna help me or hurt me compared to the original one? Let's try the easy course and see how it feels in comparison. All right, here we go. Timer has started. Oh my goodness. Turning definitely feels a little awkward for sure. Hopefully the fact that it is tank steering and I can do it in place is going to be helpful to me though. And my width is also a disadvantage. I am 2 blocks wider than the than the demo vehicle. Okay, here we go. So turning in place, though. Turning in place does feel pretty nice. All right, here we go. This is actually feeling pretty solid so far. I'm a little bit concerned about the tree section, though, if I can fit between the trees. But yeah, right now, just the amount of, like, ground contact is feeling really solid. The tank steering is so useful. Like, just being able to turn without much of my vehicle curving to the outside is really, really nice. All right, so here's the section. I just don't know how easy I'm gonna fit through here. Oh, come on. Come on. All right, I'm a little bit stuck. I think if I line up straighter. Hold on, let's back up this way, like this. There we go. Oh no, what about this turn here? I'm so wide. Now, I bet I could probably even shortcut this, to be honest, with the way this vehicle is designed. Oh, man. That's exactly 12 blocks. Like, look at that. I'm rubbing my wheels on the trees, but I made it through. That is why they said 12 blocks wide. It was going to be a little bit difficult, but you might be able to make it. All right, I got to be honest, so far, none of this feels really sketchy at all. Just the width issue. But as far as, like, balance and stability, you know what I'm going to try to do here? I'm going to see if I can just go over this. I don't think I'm going to be able to just go over this. No, I don't think that's going to work, unfortunately. Man, I really thought maybe I just might be that OP, but I'm definitely not. All right, got a little too cocky there, but shouldn't be a problem just to go around. The hard course, though, is going to be another question for sure. I think the hard course is a lot narrower, so I don't know if it's even going to be possible for me, but maybe I can power through it. We'll see. All right. Oh, whoops. Oh, I didn't even realize that those things would fall over. That's kind of nice that they're not actually in the way. Okay. Yeah, this vehicle's feeling so smooth. It looks a little awkward sometimes, but it doesn't feel sketchy at all. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm at risk of falling off or failing. Uh-oh. Oh, that's definitely right on my width limit. Okay. There we go. And final stretch here. You know, this time I could probably just go straight through. Look at that. Oh, that feels great. Okay, easy course down. I have not tried the hard course with any vehicle yet, though. So let's see if my vehicle can do it. Actually, I am curious. I want to see what it feels like with a normal vehicle, because with the hard course, I want to see if there's actually a difference, like a noticeable difference between my vehicle and this vehicle. Because the easy course, neither vehicle really felt that sketchy. But let's see how sketchy it is with this vehicle. If I fall off, then I'm just gonna go straight to my vehicle. I'm not gonna try to complete it with this vehicle. I'm just gonna do one take. All right, so far, the beginning of this, I feel like my vehicle is gonna own at the beginning of this. I mean, this vehicle is also kind of, it had no problem. So, oh yeah, this is where my size might become a bit of an issue. All right, I'm just gonna go like full throttle, see what happens. Whoa, oh man, I don't know about my vehicle size. Like, this is so, the edges are right at the edge of my wheels for all of this. This is so much small. Guys, I have a bad feeling about my vehicle on this. I'm glad I did this vehicle first, because yeah, I do not know if my vehicle is small enough to complete this. Like this turn here. Oh, okay, and I fell off. All right, well, that vehicle's gone, but fortunately, I got my vehicle right here. Let's see if over-engineering a rock crawler was worth it. All right, just go right over this. Yeah, this beginning section, I feel like I'm just gonna fly over these. There we go. Yeah, I can really see them in action here. There we are. All right. Tank steering served me pretty well there. All right, now this is where my size gives me some worries. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, definitely some sketchiness with the size. But the tank steering is really, really useful. Wow. Wow, that part. All right, my right wheels are pretty much not on right now. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for this. I am not in a good position right now. Wait a minute. I'm noticing a big issue. I don't have a wheel hooked up. All right, hold on, reset. I'm at a disadvantage here. This, what? How did I miss that? This one has to hook up to there. Did you guys notice that on the first round? Everything else is hooked up? Okay, here we go again. I'll just fast forward to that part. Okay, I'm actually somehow bottomed out. I bottomed myself out a little bit here. Oh, there we go. I gained some traction. Oh man. This is such a sketchy vehicle sometimes, but it like, the stability of it really pulls through. All right, this is where I messed up last time. So I need to cut this corner like this. This is what I need to do. Let's go straight into the wall. Yeah, get those wheels up. There we go. That went so much smoother that time. Yeah, cutting the corners because I have the length and the amount of wheel grip, or the amount of wheel base to cover those corners and still stay having traction on the ground. Oh man, this is actually going way better than I expected. All right, this is where I fell off with the other vehicle. So I'm gonna have to be really careful here. All right, my left wheels are really getting stuck on that edge there. Let me go back, turn this way. Now go forward. There we go. Okay, here we go. This is sketchy, isn't it? Yeah, see, this is where I thought I might not be wide enough, but I think I can hold this angle. Look at that, I'm like a spider. There it is. That actually wasn't too bad. My over-engineered rock crawler actually seemed to do well. For some reason, I didn't really have that much faith in it. I'm like, this is just an abomination, but it actually pulled it off. That was awesome. And you know what? I didn't even have to use these at all. I actually forgot I even had them. I don't know if there was an area where they would have been beneficial. So there you go. I guess adding a little bit of extra wheels and suspension articulation was actually worth it. If you guys want to take a stab at building your own rock crawler or just trying it out with the stock rock crawler as well on this challenge pack, I'll leave a link down in the description just like before. And if you missed the previous rock crawling challenges, I'll leave a link to the previous video up on the end screen right here. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.